Alright, welcome back. It is Cephadrome time. Lance has been upgraded. And armor is hopefully up to snuff. At 39 defense at the very least. I have all the items that I had from last time. All queued up and ready to go. I may not use any of them. Probably going to use a good chunk of them at the very least, so... I mean, like, ideally, I don't even have to use, like, the 3 that I'm bringing in, or any of the combines. I'll just use the 2 that they give me, but highly doubt that's gonna happen. I forgot about my mini barrel bombs. Those are really important to this particular quest, so we're just gonna go grab those. We failed to prep, so we're gonna go back and re-prep. That little line at the bottom of the screen bugs me. It's like the only portion of it that's not covered. I don't know what that is being affected by. Okay, now we're ready to go. Still working off of the assumption that sonic bombs cap out at 5. Wouldn't hurt to bring 5 in, I guess, and then grab more whenever I cart and have to go to the bed for whatever reason. The fun part here is not knowing where Cephadrome's gonna spawn. I'm just gonna do what I've been doing and wait for it to appear. Got better damage, so hopefully this will go a lot faster than it went before. I really don't know how his health is scaled. You would think that he has less health, but I wouldn't put it past them to give him more health than something like Kutku, because that's how we do this. Is that him? I think that's him. Yes. Okay, good. I did bring, yes, steak for later. So, is that you? I think that's you. I really should have the bombs next to my actual items. So, need to drop the volume a little bit. Again, I'm not sure how you get him to like trigger the spitting attack. It just kind of happens sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Actually, sonic bombs have not kept out. I would assume the, yes, it would be red. It's not red. So I can carry more than that. He's being very defensive here. I'm gonna try my absolute best to not miss one of these. I may have to actually just like hit him one time just to get him to actually lock onto me. There we go. I think, yes. Gotta remember the hip check is awful. It's missing me for whatever reason. Like, you can walk in under that. I just don't know how much I trust it. Then it just hits you from behind sometimes. What are you doing? You're not a helicopter. Stop hitting me. My shield is up. I will say this, having turned the rumble off, this feels less bad. It still doesn't feel great, but it's not as bad as constantly being physically reminded of the damage you're taking. I'm not that into immersion. Please stop. Why are they being so aggressive? They weren't that aggressive before. I may get sniped here. I will be sniped. Will you punish me, or are you just gonna take laps? Okay, you'll punish me. Or at least attempt to. Didn't work that well for you though, did it? So much HP. Please turn in the right direction. It actually does matter from what side you try to hit him on, because the lance is actually more to the left. I don't like this. See, it's just, you can walk in under it, it's just so inconsistent. That didn't even hit at all. Why? Why must you do this to me? I'm trying to be your friend. Well, at least he's not like doing 50% of my health all the time now. It is weird that for optimal defense you stay at lower health. I just find that very odd. Yeah, and that just still hits, but sometimes it doesn't. mean, it's weird, but it makes herbs the somewhat optimal way of healing. I wonder if it's like static 50% or if it's at like 50 HP specifically. If it's at 50%, that's not terrible if you get like health boost from armor or something like that. That Finn must take some damage. Oh my goodness, this is awful. This is absolutely terrible. I've got to charge, right? I don't like to charge because you bounce on anything other than some green. And even then that depends on the hit zone. But how else are you gonna close distance? I could try to back up. That's so slow in this game anyways. Ration. Cool drink. Probably could drink that later. I think that's fine. And I'll use a whetstone in this area. I'm not gonna worry too much about paintballs. You know, I probably should. Whenever it gets back out of the ground, I'll use it. But I haven't wasted it so far, so... I guess not wasted it, but used it. It's somewhat useful when he's in the same area, but it's more important to see when he's transitioning areas or not. Does the walking mean hit shot? No? Okay. Not really, nothing means hit shot, I guess. Just kind of doing your own thing, I guess. Yeah, that just so bad. I'm just gonna throw this now. I was not prepared. Sorry, that's my bad entirely. Is he leaving? All right, he's leaving. I did not use the paintball I said I was going to use. I'm just gonna assume he's in area 3. Yes, and he's sleeping, so that means we've done some okay damage. You know, I probably should use bombs, but oh well. That does damage. Why are the good cats after me? Those are the ones that throw bombs at you. Never mind. Hey, look at that. That was not terrible. You just have to prepare for it. And it's all good. It's still not great. Still carded in single time, but... I'm afraid of what the next quest is going to be with this guy in it, because it's probably going to be like monoblos or something. It's like, oh, here you go. You didn't have a hard enough time last time. We'll make the monoblos always track your location too. Why not? Well, they're doing their little defensive stance. That's cute. I think they are. That may just be randomly coordinating. This is a mess. They have quite a bit of health as well. Boy, they don't give you many rewards for that. Syndrome. Eodrome, or Iodrome, however you want to pronounce that. Oh, it's 2 of each. Why? Why? No! You have 30 minutes. This just keeps getting worse. What were we thinking? More mushrooms. Okay. Okay. Let's buy a barbecue spit. I know it's probably more efficient to do the steak quest and just use the free one, but this will be just something nice to have in general. That way I can do it anywhere I want. Other than the village, of course, because smoking meats is banned in the village. You have to go out to the wild to do that. Okay, mushrooms. So, where's the locale that this is at? Because I may just want to mine. Jungle. I think there's a couple there. Let's do this one first. I'm not going to bring any. It's just the same quest as before. Except what, the rewards more, I'm assuming? There may be like an actual monster here. That may be the actual... it's 400. Okay, I was gonna say 400 and it costs 400 to take it. No, that's not right. Paintball. Why paintball? I guess to tag a monster. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that the hidden mushroom spots are always there. You just have to use the moss vine to find it. And if that's the case, then I can just gather from the correct spot without having to follow the thing. I can get raw meat here too, which I need because I didn't bring any from home. Is there always one here? No, there can be more than one. Seems fairly unbothered by what just happened. You know, this may not be the best place to cook this. Probably need better lighting. Oh. There may be some mushrooms there, but I shouldn't need many more. I've already got 6 of them. A little confused as to why there's no large monster, but I may run into it. I'm kind of surprised I'm not like Tarathian tier monsters yet. Kazoo. There's Gypseros, okay. You're immediately on the prowl? You're not gonna like land on me, right? Okay. Will this hit me from this far away? We're testing. Okay, no. It actually has a range to it. Not even gonna bother gathering in this area. That's cool. Kinda would have liked to have gotten a frog. I mean, these areas are pretty cool, graphic fidelity aside. Oh, that max. Okay. Just like the atmosphere of everything is very nice. That's what I've really always liked the games for, is just even when you're gathering, the feeling of the area you're in is always quite immersive in its own way. You know what would be cool? If iron pickaxes had a set number of uses, but old pickaxes had a random number of uses. That way, sometimes it's better than an iron pickaxe, but most of the time it would be worse. Obviously, there'd be a cap, but I don't know. I mean, like, getting 99 uses out of an old pickaxe would be kind of funny. But I think they're all just semi-random. And maybe like 60% chance for the old one to break. 80%, or not 80% chance. So I'm glad I wasted that on that. Probably like 60% chance for old, 40% for iron, and then I don't know if mega pickaxes are in the game. Probably like 20%, but that may not even be the case. It may be a set number of uses, and then after that, it's random if it breaks or not. You know, I probably could look that up and figure that out. Just wanted to make sure. There's actually some good gathering spots there. Is he arriving or is he leaving? I think I hear footsteps, so he arrived. It is kind of creepy. Can't really see very well in this area. I love this view. Again, I know, not the most high quality thing, but the imagination you can apply here is very nice. We've upped it to 15 now. Best Boyd. Okay. So I think in the US release, the quests don't cycle. But in this version, they do. That may only use Cephalos pieces. It's only one more than Cutku, however, but you don't have... They may actually have an armor skill for them. Like if you mix and match those in particular. Battle Grease may actually be something since they use Cutku skills. Oh, that probably comes from Cephadrome. Cool. Only 20 minutes to do that one too. That's fun. Actually, I want, please, some meat. I think 2 steaks should be enough. In fact, I can make my own. I can. I don't want to. I don't want to mess up any cycles that may be going on in the map. Two is absolutely terrible though. It's like, why? And it's all the same map. Like, give me a different map at the very least. And the time gets progressively shorter. I do wonder what rocks are going to be placed this time, if any. Because I may put one in front of the den. In fact, no, I think there is a connecting line. I'm sure Rathalos will be here still. Or Rathian, maybe. That kind of sounded like Rathian. No, it's still Mr. Los. Oh, alright. I don't have any flash bumps, by the way. That would be useful to have for these little fellas. Don't please, don't please. Just gotta stand there. Okay, I'm not bothering with this. I need flash bombs. I need at least 2 now. I mean, I probably could attempt to fight Rathalos, but I'm sure the damage is still ludicrous. And I don't really have the time to do it either. Just bring the whole stack. Now, it doesn't matter because I'll have the egg picked up and I can't do anything anyways, but I want to say in Generations at the very least, it's the only time I've really seen it. I may have seen it elsewhere, but not really noticed it. The ultrasonic horn on Palicos, and I would assume this also applies to sonic bombs, scared at the very least the Vespoid away. I don't know if that works for Velociprey and other small monsters. But I do remember on egg quests, if a cat had that, it would play it quite frequently. I'm gonna try to go the long way around. Hopefully they have mercy on you and let you do that. Without bombarding you with Velociprey. Guess he's left already. Did I take too long? I assume he's just gonna be in here then. No. Alright everyone, look at me. That one didn't get hit. It's okay. Let's see what garbage they have waiting for me through here. Nothing yet. It's better if you don't look at how slow the hunter is moving. If you just watch your stamina bar, it doesn't feel as slow. Like if you just watch how slow you're moving on the map, it's just, it feels bad. Of course, you have to spawn them here too because we can't do anything else. They're probably going to be in this area too, but I won't get that reprieve. Nope, just cats. Alright, here we go again. And I'm not going down the skinny area because I know Maylink spawn there. Those are immediately aggressive towards you. Just gotta stay out of their sightlines. The problem is the camera is absolutely awful. And your stamina usage is also awful. May add a stamina, please. I don't care. That may have broke it. Didn't break it. If I don't get the first one, there's no point. Because I've got to run back all the way over there anyway, so I may as well save the flash bomb. What were they thinking? These aren't even online quests. Like, I can understand the online version of the quests being flooded with Velociprey because you have 3 other people to guard you, or 2 other people if you want to bring 2 eggs. But if you're flying solo, it's just like, hope the monster doesn't do it incorrectly. There's a capture quest. There's one with 3. There's one with 3. Well, I guess we can try this one first. Not like I can try the other one because it's not there. I am curious how this one's gonna go. Well, you really do feel very fast when you're not carrying an egg. You know what? We're gonna have a little fun and try to clear the area. Because, okay, if clearing the area actually mattered, great. Let me clear the area, you know? Do that thing called monster hunting that, you know, the game is titled after. But half the time that doesn't matter, they just respawn. Now, I haven't tried it yet in this game, so maybe that is how it actually works, but I have a feeling that's not the case. Okay, apparently the tail end is not a hitbox. Please. Can these give mediums? Okay. That's bad. Guessing like area 4, maybe area 10, maybe one of the side areas. In fact, that's probably what it is. Yep, it's not going to be here. I'm going to assume it's either in area 9 or 8, because that's the furthest away. Doesn't that look great? I guess you're guarding the nest. Yes. Okay. Well, we know how this works. Do flash bombs keep in the area after? That doesn't matter for forest and hills, but maybe for this one? No, I think it would wear off by the time I actually get out. And it may just spawn in Ipsaros. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ginprey are guarding the area, though. Honestly, the area covered may be shorter. We're gonna try this. Okay, halfway there. Never mind. This is fine. We're gonna use this as a test. Just to see what's possible. Like, in theory, if I run against the wall there, takes me back here. What about here? Oh no, okay, that all counts. I could just kill these as well without having to use the flash bomb, but they're cheap enough. All right. Let him growl at me. They've messed me up. It did mess me up. Did mess me up. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna abandon. You have the full 50 minutes, which is good. Getting 3 eggs is a massive undertaking. I'm going to try to clear an area of monsters. Again, it may be that you can clear an area to where they stop spawning. Maybe except for one, but then you grab the egg and everything refreshes. In fact, that's how it is. Yeah, you can't do anything. Because the monsters in Area 1 are Aptonoths, and when you grab the egg, they're suddenly Velocipede. Can I deal with them while walking? I need to try that. Like, can I be quick enough while moving to actually just kind of shake them off of me for a minute? And then be able to burst with stamina. Okay, here's another weird thought that I doubt works at all. Does meat stay when you leave an area? If it does, I don't know if small monsters eat meat. But if they do, maybe they'd rather go after the meat. Can I have a paintball? I don't have a paintball, do I? I do. Okay, I want to do something. Hey there, buddy. Alright, good job. I just want to see what happens. Okay, no. Monsters just despawn. Why are you guarding that area? Wait a second. That wasn't damage. That wasn't bad damage, actually, at all. Maybe that was just a generous attack. The biggest problem is getting caught on the wall at a bad time. I need to try to avoid that. Okay. We're gonna test this. No. Okay, so you just can't outmaneuver them. Unless I just wasn't running far enough away. We'll use this as our little playground, I guess. Are they going to still be here after I deload the area? Yes. Los is still here, though. Which is fine. Los is just going to kind of follow me. And I'm fine with that. Because that was that generous. Wait. It's quiet. Wait. They do stay, so you just drop the egg and kill the monsters. This is important information. So, does leaving the area cause them to not respawn? Or is this just like a special one-time thing until you grab another egg? Well, it can't be because I grabbed another egg and they didn't stay. Interesting. And important. And good. I didn't think that would actually persist. But that makes this much more manageable. I'm going to assume there's a catch. Because it can't be that easy as grabbing the egg and hoping that the monsters just all stay long dead. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Because these two fellows are going to be here, all three of them actually. Which is fine, I can just kill them, I think. Either that or you get one area to try and that's that. Yeah, see, why do they just do that? That's very weird. Keep fighting each other, though. Alright, well, there's egg number 1. Watch them put another rock somewhere now. Definitely have to get rid of you. I have a feeling when I grab the other egg, it's gonna respawn them. I guess it doesn't hurt to, like, kill them here just to see, figure it out. Because it may be a one-time spawn. And it may be only a one-time spawn for certain areas. I mean, they haven't respawned. I'm not really too worried about that fellow over there either. Again, I may grab the second egg and everything get undone. That should be simple enough. All I have to do is re-kill them and just not kill them on the way back. Save time. I wonder what triggers Los. Is it me just being in here, or is it me grabbing the egg? Probably me grabbing the egg. All right, moment of truth. Will they persist? This is promising. I haven't killed any more over here. He's still there. Okay, maybe it may just be specifically for this quest. Maybe the code has been cracked. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Because that will make these quests much more bearable. They're not that bad, if that's the case. In fact, they're quite fine. You just do some small monster slaying. Which I'm fine with. Like I said earlier, it's called Monster Hunter. You hunt monsters. So if you want me to hunt monsters to get the eggs to safety easier, fine by me. I have no idea where Los is at, though. I highly doubt I'm going to run into him. This is so peaceful. I'm so happy. See, because this was, aside from Cephadrome, this was like the worst medicine. So now to see it's not that bad makes me very happy. We'll have to see if this is the norm or if it changes, though, later. So quiet. All right, well, I'm quite happy with that. I have a brighter outlook on life. You want to be over dramatic about it? The worst ones now are going to be the ones with a monster, but in theory, as long as the quest isn't like put 3 eggs in the bin and you only have 30 minutes and there's a large monster on the map, should be fun. That's pretty good rewards. That may be a farmable quest. Again, now that I know, you get some Velocipray rewards as well if you want to carve them. It's fairly lax, all things considered. Do wonder what the egg tickets do. May say what it does. Let's try collecting them, so I will try. There's that other quest, though. I will grab some more meat. I don't need this for now. Again, I need to try to just make some, but for now. See, and here's the thing, this one actually gives a pretty high reward for it, too. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I'm gonna munch these down. Look it straight to the Epzeros den. Grab the egg, throw the egg down. Well, nope, we're testing, right? So throw the egg down, leave, see if the monsters change. I'm assuming they will, and then just kill the monsters. The nice thing is that going down in the red stamina does not affect your egg carrying capabilities. Dropping it, you will drop it if you run out, but obviously you don't have to run out. The game is definitely a throwing you off the deep end to learn type of game. Still alive? So, here's the interesting thing. The other F-Zero spawned. So that may not work here. That may just be something I can't do. If that's the case, then we're in for it. Because I don't know what else I really should be doing. And those may always respawn, which is fine. I don't care as much about that. Yes. These fellas have scattered, which means I don't really know if I want to actually fight Cephalos, because they're kind of garbage to fight. They may not be as bad to just run away from, though, as the Ginprey are. Ginprey has longer reaches than the Lance. Probably should have gotten a third stake, but again, we are experimenting. They have a little bit more health. Actually, quite a bit more. I know green is the max, but I'm still kind of surprised at how much more damage you deal with it. Those fellas are far enough off to the side, they may be okay. Again, I think the Cephalos, while annoying, should be okay as well. Well, they're kind of taking notice of me. Okay, we've got a good shot here. And it may be better to just go around and not have to deal with the Cephalos as much. What are we doing? All right, we're ready for our first egg. Moment of truth. Free for now. What is that? It may have been over there the entire time. We're gonna hope that's the case, and I'm glad that didn't kick me over. What is this? Why are you still here? Okay, so we're not home free. And it may just... We're gonna, you know, keep being hopeful. Be optimistic. Maybe it's just saying this is the wrong path. We don't want you taking this path. Thank you, Cephalos, for helping your friend. Okay, let's wipe the slate clean. We're gonna try to go around. I'm gonna grab another stick. This shouldn't matter. Just run across the map. We're going to be super efficient with this. I'm going to run until I need to recover stamina, and then I'm going to eat a ration. Ideally, I can just attack the Ginpei here, but I don't think that's how this is going to work. Did I get flash bombs? Why did I not get flash bombs? Those are still useful. Actually, what am I doing? Doesn't matter if I drop the egg here. You know, really need a cold drink for this. I don't think the northern areas are hot. See you notice me? I don't think so. You seem to be the only one to notice me on this path, so I think this should be the only one I need to kill. Maybe a little close, but we'll see. Respawning. So now the question is whether or not there's actually a limit. Okay. I'm only too scared of this wood. Seems like that's all of the ones in here. We'll see if they respawn. I'm not going to get too hopeful about any particular thing. However, it may be better just to clear area 1 if it works like that instead, where you have to clear all of them out before trying to proceed. Good excuse to farm these things, but it may be better to kill them quickly. They're still spawning. Now, if I have to do this every single time, it's probably better to just attempt the walk across the desert than do this. Do they just not stop spawning in here? Is that the... Is that the funny joke? Yeah, they just keep spawning in here. Okay, well, that's good to know, I guess. Alright, so this is a bust. See if they respawned here. This area is still completely silent. Which is weird. I guess they want you to try to brave the other area. Did that Genprey respawn? It didn't. So, let's try this. They seem to have lower health. That may be the clue, I guess. Okay, we'll try this area. Yeah, it looks like they're spawning over there. Wait for them to respawn. If they even will. Let's see. This seems, if this is the case, then this seems more like a puzzle. I wouldn't be surprised if Area 2 just has them completely and totally refresh. Why? What is the purpose of this? I may be able to get something done if I go around, but like it immediately spawns you with the little annoying one right on your tail. Okay, I'm gonna try to go north. I know there are more in the other zone and there are also Apceros, but oh well. They are fast. They are extremely fast. Okay. They like really get going. I didn't know if that was the case or not, so now that I know. So I feel like anywhere with Apsaros is not going to work. That's the case, because I was sprinting as quickly as possible. This area, at the very least, seems to be permanently cleared. Why did they respawn in the next zone, then? I mean, the bad thing about that is you can kill them all, and as far as I could tell, they won't respawn until you leave the area, and then they respawn. So what's the deal there? Well, that steak doesn't last very long, does it? I felt like that was never going to end. That's egg number 1, by the way. I'm gonna see what I can't do about this area. So there's Ginprey here. Can I get rid of the Ginprey, or not the Ginprey, the Apsaros in the next area? And will these stop spawning? Because as long as it's only the Ginprey, I can do the same thing I did in the last area. Doesn't seem like they're gonna stop. Okay. They're not gonna stop spawning. That means this area is also no-go. Timer shouldn't matter too much. The whole point is to not get hit anyways, so it's more or less just a maximum timer. Ginprey here have not spawned back, so I'm going to assume they're done forever. Again, why make them spawn in that area? It has to be a specific reasoning for it. Like, you have to do it intentionally. These probably respawn too. Only 2 of them respawn though. We'll see if they respawn after this, I guess. No. I'll try the left side of the rock, but I don't think it really matters at all. The blank stare that they do is kind of nice. Don't know what triggers that. What are you doing? Why are you awakened? You would think the cutoff point would be right after the rock arch, but it just keeps going. Nutrients are pretty nice to have, though, from the other one. The other one is simple enough. There's no infinitely respawning Velocipray in that one. Only have one of these left. I don't need to be full. Okay. All right, there's no pause button, by the way. My nerves are very high right now. I'm gonna take the long way around, that way I don't lose health. I don't want to have to wait for red health to recover. Yeah, the hope that I had, it's gone at this point. I could try going through the north. You have to deal with less. More for less time. Right? Yeah, I don't need to burn stamina. Just need to grab it and go. My problem with the north is that Pteros is probably going to be ridiculous. Like, I've shown I can get one through at the very least. This direction, but I don't know if I'd be able to get a single one through north. I really probably should have just abandoned before actually attempting, but... Or even after the first egg. I'm kind of locked in now. It's so much distance on you. There is tracking to that. There's gotta be. Because he jumped in one direction and it... I don't know. Maybe I'm just completely brain dead, but it looks like it curves. I don't think the extra stamina matters too much unless I'm completely unbothered, but if I'm bothered at all, I'm going to be staying around a middling range no matter what. It's just how much of an extra burst do I get before it drops down. Like about 4 minutes. Should have a couple of attempts. Problem is, the lower my stamina gets, the less likely that is to happen. Okay, here we go. Why? Why? What were we thinking? What were we thinking when we made this game? I'll try to go north. See if it's worth my time at this point. I've only really got one more attempt left. Keep checking my item bar just to see. Down to base stamina. Okay, here we go. I don't know if this is better or worse. There again right here. Okay. What are we thinking? What are we thinking with this game? What are we thinking? Okay, that's 2 hours. I want to get that one done and just be done with it. I'm very upset with the game. You give us light and then you snatch it away at the last moment. So I'm gonna maybe look up a guide and see if there's any secret sauce that I'm just completely missing. So I will be right back. Okay, I need dash juices, and for that I need to kill Gypceros. Only need potions. I think herbs will be fun. I assume there's a Gypceros quest. If there's not a Gypceros quest, then I can fight the one in the mushroom quest. Not a Gypceros quest. Cool. He shouldn't have too much health. I guess the main concern would be not getting any from the carves, and then that would be garbage. It would be very bad. I'm just gonna bring tin mushrooms. And I brought the flash bombs, but I'm probably not even gonna try them. Have a feeling he may even just be flash resistant because, you know, it's kind of his whole gimmick. We'll see how difficult he is. That is bad. Also, poison does exist in the game. That's even worse, actually, because I don't have antidotes. Have any rhyme or reason for why you're attacking over there? What? No, no, no. You're not taking my barbecue spit, buddy. Okay. You know what? I don't think that's gonna be worth it. There is a strategy from what I've seen. And the recommendation is that you use dash juices because obviously that's a really nice thing to have. I don't have that luxury. What am I thinking? I need whetstones. Just in case, potions. Herbs, more importantly. I think that'll work. Steaks. I'm not doing this one, I'm just refreshing it. Don't know why I'm going here. My brain is out of it. Okay. I'm very sad, can't you tell? It's not nice wasting 50 minutes and failing a quest. Just gonna keep going to the box for whatever reason. Really? Okay. If I were not trying to specifically target the egg quest to get it done, I would be doing these waiting for the egg quest to appear. But just want to try to do that one so I don't have nightmares about it. I'll still have nightmares about it, but at the very least I can wake up and be relieved that I've completed it. Okay, not worrying about area 2 at all. Area 7, I think, is the area that's right before area 8. Need to worry about that one. So the idea here will be to hug the right side and go into the cave, and that will manipulate their positions when you come back out of the cave to a safer spot. Cephadrome can still bother you, but hopefully you only have to deal with the one Genberry, which is still putting up quite a fight. You know, I don't know why I immediately did that. I have chores to take care of first. Oh well, that's fine. Waste of a flash bomb too, but that won't be the end of the world. See, I just don't get it. You almost had a pretty okay formula. And then you just throw dirt all over it. It's like, what are we thinking? Okay, that should be all the cleanup duty I actually have to do. Again, we're gonna see how the lack of dash juice will affect this. I've already gotten 2 in without it, so maybe it'll be fun. Probably should have ate a steak there, but it's fine. I know I can ignore the quest until I can actually fight Gypsaros, but we're gonna do this the hard way. Said hug the wall. I'm gonna cut through. That actually puts me in a better position. I did not realize that. Okay, he saw me, but that's fine. We're not that interested. Deep breaths. We run in here. I think I'm targeted immediately, so I have to walk right back out. Yes. Okay, that seems simpler. I assume I can't exit through there. So we're just gonna hope the Cephadromes don't bother me. And maybe that's the point. If you can't kill them all, then they're trying to kick you into being strategic with your zone reloading. Because that was probably the most painless one I've delivered. Not like completely in the entire game. We're gonna see where this takes me. Yes, right into the middle of the zone. Like it's supposed to punish you. It's like, uh-oh, you took the wrong turn. Let's throw you right in the middle of the monsters. So I guess if you just go off this side, then it will dump you over here. Yes, it will. I don't think flash bomb tolerance goes down until 3rd gen. Even then, I don't think it would matter here since there are probably new monsters every single time anyways. think there are two, right? Or is it just the one? I think he's going to be too much of a sentry. Perfectly blocking the path. Should be home free now. They're after me, aren't they? You don't have to be. We can be friends. Okay, there's egg number 2. That's much easier. You know what would be really helpful here? Some chief wisdom. The one quest, the multiple quests that it would be helpful for. Like, you programmed the game. You can give me some tips. With that, look at me. And here's the thing. Even if this is the last egg quest, this is not the last carrying quest, because I would not put it past the game to also have a bunch of powder stone quests as well. It's got to have at least one. Maybe it's not as bad, but I don't see how it's just an egg quest, but you're also losing HP the entire time. Deep breaths. That cat didn't even notice me, so I can just walk out. And we should be home free. Other than the Cephalos, which are wild cards. They don't seem to care about me too much. I was waiting to say that. Okay. That's not that bad, is it? It's not great, but not that bad. Only having to deal with one Ginprey the entire time and just random Cephalos stuff is pretty fine, I guess. All in all, it's better than having to deal with the Velocidrome if you don't know that you can kill them all. A little sad that I spent 50 minutes on the one time, but that's how you learn. That's pretty good selling materials at the very least if you don't want to make anything or use them. I don't think it's better than Kutku stuff, so not good to farm at all. Like Kutku ebbing sells for so much, you'd rather just farm Kutku and also get the quest reward for it. Okay. A lot of other stuff to do, but I'm way over the time I was planning on going. I was planning on only going for an hour and 30 minutes, but that didn't end up happening. I went an extra hour and 10, almost. Either way, we're done with egg quests for now. Hopefully I can try to enjoy some hunting quests. Maybe, and some simple gathering quests too. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. I will see you for the next part. Goodbye.